Today I get to show you how to take your book club's final project planning page and plug it in to an Adobe Spark video. You all have the app on your iPads and you just create your school account and everything like that. And then once you get in there, it's going to ask you, or it's going to have a screen similar to the one on my computer where you can create a project. So you're just going to click that little plus button. And you're going to go down to video for making that book trailer. And then every great story starts somewhere. Tell us about your idea or title. You can always change it later. So I'm just going to put in the title of my story, and because it's such a long one, I'm going to do the one that the author put on the YouTube site where he just kind of calls it AKA The Hoop Story. So I'm just going to call this The Hoop Story. All right, then just click next. Simple as that. Then you have some different options to choose from. You can promote an idea, so create change and move your audience to action. Tell what happened. There's a hero's journey, show and tell, personal growth, teach a lesson, an invitation, make up my own. Okay, so read the little descriptions underneath these. I like the hero's journey typically because all of these have their own little formats. They have their own templates, they have their own songs and stuff already embedded in that template. You can, of course, change these later, but just start out, read the little subheadings down here or subtitles to decide which one you really want. But I'm just going to click one to go with it for right now. All right, and then it will give you some quick tips to get you started, but I'm going to go ahead and skip that for now. So if you notice down here, these are like your slides in Keynote where they're on the left-hand side typically, but now they're down here. And so basically, this is your plus slide button. So if you want to add another slide to your video, you're going to press that button, and then you can kind of drag it wherever you want to go. All right, so right now I have slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is the credits. So that one would be like, thank you to Matt de la Pena for writing such an amazing story. And then created with work by, I'm going to say Mrs. Harris and the 6th grade teaching team at Eastgate 6th grade center. Okay, super cool, super easy to do. So now I'm just going to go to that very first slide, go all the way back. And I'm going to take my graphic organizer right here. I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to see how you can do video, you can do text, you can do photo, you can do icon. So I'm just going to click add text and I'm going to paste that in there for now. If I want to stretch that out, I can easily take that and add another slide that I can put right after it. And if I wanted to take part of it, I would just select the part. So let's see, have you ever wanted something so badly you'd sleep folded like a pretzel in a tiny car? So let's say I'm going to take that part out. So I'm going to copy. And then I'm going to add some text. Or wake up before 5 a.m. each day of your summer break. So if you want to drag these out to where they're a little bit longer, you can of course do that. But for right now, I really just want to get my information in there. So I can take this part add my text. Okay. And next. And this one's really long, so I know that I'm going to be making that one a few different slides. But for right now, I just want to get it in here. Okay. So quote 1, and put it in here. So let's see. Are we rolling? We're on the resolution. Another quote. Sorry, my boys are outside arguing, if you can hear that. All right, so now you notice that I'm at my credits page. So down here, my next one would be that. So really, I've run out of room, and I still have 2 more boxes, but I'm going to add another one, and then add one more, so that I have room for those. So add text, copy from my graphic organizer, because I've already done that work. And then I'm going to go here, add text, and here, add text. So copy, paste. So this is the nice thing about having the graphic organizer already done, because you've already done your thinking. Now you just kind of have to plug it in. All right, so from here, I've got all of my graphic organizer now in my book trailer video format. It's very wordy. So now here's what I would have you do. So go slide by slide. Have you ever wanted something so badly you'd sleep like a pretzel in a tiny car? All right, so here you notice that you have video, you have photo. So I wonder if I can find, oops, wrong button, sorry about that. If you go to like find free photos, wonder if I can find a video of a pretzel. Let's just see, looking at keywords. Or a tiny car, right? Or a VW bug. So let's see what we have. As you can see, I'm just kind of going through these over here. So I could put the pretzels as my background. It's kind of fun, but it is what it is. Now I'm going to see if I can find the Volkswagen bug car, because that's the car that he was in. Ooh, here's the Volkswagen van. We could do that. Or wake up before 5 a.m. each day of your summer break. So again, I could add a video to the background behind my text. Oh, my image failed. Okay, so I'm just going to go back. And we're going to go and let's just use the pretzel one then. We can work with that. Pretzels. Here we go. All right. So then here we go. Summer break. I'm thinking alarm clock. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything for 5 a.m. What about maybe sunrise? Just kind of clicking through, seeing which video or which images best support what I want to do. So that looks like a really early morning. All right. How to transform an everyday, ordinary hoop court into a place of higher learning, and You at the Podium by Matt De La Pena. And I wonder if he actually has an image cover or something. But let's go here and let's see if we can find a basketball court. Here we go. And you see the different options here. Oh, I like this one. Ooh, I wish I could merge the two of those together. That would be cool. Ooh, look at the one with the fence. Like you're peeking into that basketball court. Love it. All right. So if you notice, things are kind of going along, but I could do a voiceover, right? And I could narrate. So in the story, How to Transform an Everyday Ordinary Hoop Court into a Place of Higher Learning, and You at the Podium by Matt De La Pena is a story about, okay, so we are kind of just going right into this. So this is huge. This is a bunch of text on one screen, and my readers are not going to want to read that, or my viewers on my book trailer. So let's see where we can break this up. The main character is a soon-to-be ninth grader who sees basketball as a way out. I think that's a perfect break. So I'm going to take the rest of it that I want off of that and copy it. So copy, delete, and then I'm going to click down here, and we're going to add a slide. Now here I can add that text back out of his neighborhood to those tree-lined lives they always show on TV. But he needs more challenging things, right? So notice I am just copying and pasting and moving it over to another slide, new slide. Here we go. But he finds himself needing a more challenging court with more experienced opponents and teammates. That sounds like a good break. What I love about Adobe is that it automatically refits the text to the page. So, whew, thank you, Adobe. All right, so this could be his belief, right? So ball is like anything else. Put in enough hours, your game's gonna blast off. But then he finds some struggles. So I could easily voice over a few things. And notice that there's this little text here. And let's see. So, but like any dreams, he runs into struggles, right? Okay. Would you give up your summer to be told you aren't good enough? For fans of Kwame Alexander's books, you're going to love this. All right, so I've shown you how to insert some pictures. You could insert some videos if you have that. But what I want to show you next, and of course this is not my finished project whatsoever at all, but what I want to show you is the theme. So you can click up here, and it's already in its preset theme like I told you earlier. So you can go through and you can really do any of these. You could do statement, and then you get to choose your color scheme, which I love. There we go. All right, and it'll automatically format each of those slides. Now notice the ones that we have pictures on, it's going to just mainly change the font to go with what we're doing. All right, and then you have resize if you wanted to make yours square, if you wanted to make it widescreen. Totally up to you. Mine's widescreen because that's pretty standard for any device or way of viewing. And then you have music. So you can have music on. You can adjust the volume. You can add your own music. And then you also have these little subheadings going on where there's happy. Okay, so I want a happy tune to go along with my book trailer, or I want a playful, I want relaxed. You want rousing, where you're like trying to inspire people. Thematic, thoughtful, uplifting, warm. All of these are right here for you, okay? So I'm going to go, let's see. Let's try what this one sounds like. What about Stroll in the Park? Ooh, uplifting, rolled up sleeves. That one sounds really familiar. Relaxed. Playful. Okay, so let's just kind of go with that one for now. All right, so then the final thing that I want to share with you, actually there's a couple things, sorry. I keep going back and forth. I want you to see where you can record right here. You just press that and you can read it. You can introduce the next slide. You can do what you want to do as far as voiceovers. This part right here. So what it's set to right now is a basic 4 seconds. So I want you to think about how long does it take you to actually read one screen? It's probably going to be a little bit longer than 4 seconds. So you can take this little meter and slide it, and it'll give you up to 30 seconds. Now, that's going to be too long. But if you think about how many slides you have, and we want it to be about maybe, I think they said 60 to 90 seconds. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if we make each of these 10 seconds just to start off as a basis, then that will make it easier for your viewer to read. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, so you can kind of gauge that 10 seconds was really, almost too long. So I'm going to cut that down to maybe like 6 seconds. All right, so this is the very basic getting you going kind of video. So the best thing that you can do now for sharing, once you have it all finished, of course, for a share, you want to publish it. And then we're going to select education. And then here, let's see, let's do book trailer for how to transform an ordinary everyday hoop court into a place of higher learning and you at the podium. Okay, author, of course, yours truly here, Mrs. Harris. And I really don't want my video to get noticed. So I'm not going to have mine featured on the Adobe Spark website. But then here I can click create a link. And this is a process that kind of takes a little while. If you have trouble with this connecting and publishing to where you have your link, I recommend that you then go in and you can download it and save it to your photos. And then you can upload it or share it somewhere, okay? But the best thing, if you can get this link to work, it makes it so much easier because then you can just copy and paste the link and you are golden. All right, so if you need any help with Adobe Spark, I'm sure you have some friends and your classmates, or check with your teacher. So thank you so much for checking in, and I look forward to seeing what you produce.